Did you know these flowers are edible? They're actually quite tasty too. The nectar in them makes them sweet. So if I'm looking for a garden snack, I might grab one and eat it for fun. This is what I call dino kale. There's a more technical name for it. It's my favorite kale to grow. This is overwintered from last year. I'm growing some new kale for this year. I'm just cutting off the old stuff. It's got holes in it and that will never be good for harvest. See if we can get some more growth of good stuff out of it before it's totally done. So nothing really there to harvest for now, but we'll come back maybe later. We'll see how it goes. Let's check out some of the veggies. I don't think anything's ready to harvest yet, but we may as well take a look. Okay, we've got the Chinese broccoli here, and I want the stem to get thicker. It's okay if it gets close to flowering. There's one over here that actually is looking ready to flower, so technically that would say that's ready, but I want the stem to be thicker than that. I want it to be like, I don't want it to be just the thickness of one kind of number 2 pencil. I want it to be the thickness of like one of those thicker Sharpie pens at least. Nothing else seems that close. Let's go check out the spinach. Oh, this is the Napa cabbage, and it is flowering on us here. And then over here, you can see the spinach is not ready yet. These will get nice big leaves, so we're still gonna wait. The peas are coming along. I didn't expect them to be ready yet, but you can see how they're doing here. They're getting nice and tall.
Sun's barely up, Marg on the step, steam curl, boots in the mud, breath-making clouds in the morning. Oh, after all, seeds like secrets in my pocket, push them down slow. Whisper hope in each socket. Hands in the dirt, dreams under fingernails, sweat on my shirt, all in the details. Someday this patch of ground will feel more than just me. Glowing garden, digging up for fun. Ringing the drum, kids in the doorway laughing. One starts to hum. We keep on weeding and grafting. Save all the jars, line them up like little sunsets. Planning so far for the place we haven't said yet. Dreams under fingernails, sweat on my shirt, love in the details. Someday this patch of ground will feed more than just me. I'm growing a garden, digging up for me. Someday they'll come up the drive, cart or slam tired eyes. I'll say, sit down, you made it fine. Taste what we made with our time. Neighbors lean over the fence, stories and berries traded. All of this slow, patient work suddenly celebrated.
Oh, what are you planting there, Maddie? Oh, you got some lettuce seeds there, huh? All right, well, I have got to plant some marigolds, get some soil into the trays first. So I'm back at it, back at the potting bench doing seeds again. Believe it or not, even after all the seeding I've done, I think I'm a little bit behind in what I want to accomplish, because I hopefully would have gotten marigolds done a week or two ago. And so, yeah, I mean, they'll probably still be okay, but I won't have blooms as quickly as in the summer garden as we would otherwise have wanted. I've grown this one before, love it. It looks great in the garden. Looking forward to doing it again. Okay, our next marigold here is this Cracker Jack blend. It's a larger marigold. I've also grown this one before. It's worked well in my garden. Again, looking forward to having it out there. Okay, I've got a lot more seeds of those, so I'll have to do another round of those. Okay, ready to go under lights. I love this variety of marigolds. I used to grow lots and lots of these. In fact, I would save some of the seeds in order to grow more of them cost effectively when I had the bigger garden, and I would use them basically as bordering plants around all my tomatoes, and I grew a lot of tomatoes at the time too. So I'm not growing nearly the volume of those now. I'm not going to grow nearly the volume of these marigolds now, because I'm not growing that kind of volume of tomato plants either. And I haven't routinely been bordering my tomato plants in the last couple of years with marigolds like that either. But I think I might do that depending on how many I have here versus how many tomato plants I ultimately end up with in the garden. But in any case, I'm going to grow some, so here we are. Let's do it. Overview of the veggies, take one. So these are the veggies that I have pulled, well, veggies and some flowers that I have pulled out of the garage under the lights, and I'm going to put into the outdoor trays. But particularly with the spinach, what I'm going to do is I'm going to consolidate the trays a little bit so that I don't take up a whole 10-20 tray with what's not that many spinach. So that's what's on deck here, and I'll do a review of kind of each of the items as we go. These are alyssum, oriental nights. They'll be kind of purple and white flowers. I already have some that are in a pot in the garden, but wanted to grow some more. And these don't like it too cold, in the sense that they don't really like frost. What I've read is that they can handle a minor frost, but I'm putting them out now. We're at the beginning of April, and I'm not expecting much frost, if any. But if it gets down for one night, it'll probably be okay. I mean, it's not going to go too low. It just has a little bit of Jack Frost. Won't kill them off. It's worth the risk to get them out of the rack real estate. These, which I just threw up here, are lettuce. This is Bib lettuce. Both of those are Bib lettuce, and then this one here is a red leaf lettuce. So those are all looking good. As soon as they're acclimated to the outside, they'll be ready to go into the garden beds. Okay, so that tray is ready, and I'm gonna go drop it over there in the... Actually, I'm not going to drop it. I was thinking I'd put it on the cherry tree wall, but I'm not. It's too sunny out there today. It's amazing to say that, but this is a really warm day, and I think the sun will just overly scorch it. So I'm just going to put this off to the side, leave it kind of in the shade, so to speak, and let it get more acclimated before it gets out into direct sun. Well, my turnips didn't turn out. I got one little one there, but I'm not going to even bother with it. I'm just going to toss it and call it a day on turnips. I'm dumping my old potting mix from these cells. When I'm getting rid of it, I'm just collecting it all in a bucket here, and then I'll use that for a pot outside later. Add some fertility to it. I'm going to rinse that out, put it away. Okay, so this is another round of beets, specifically the Detroit beets. And then got some red Florence onion. It's a bunching onion, so it's like the white bunching onions that you normally see, or scallions, but it's just got red tips on it. I like those. My tray placement strategy is a little bit strategic. I'm putting this here with the beets because I don't need a tag to know what it is. Whereas this other one, I wouldn't know what it is off the top of my head without looking at the tag, but I can see here this is arugula. I don't know what that is. maybe a quinoa or something, that, or rogue quinoa or something that got into this. I'm not sure. I'm just going to take it out, get rid of it. Okay, now I'm curious if I'll actually be able to get all my spinach in here. I could count, but what's the fun in that? I'll play it by ear and see how it goes. I'm going to start by emptying a cell tray, or maybe I'll just take and I'm going to transplant the spinach plugs so that I have exactly 6 plugs per cell tray instead of it being spread out in a weird way. I don't want to be like replanting spinach like that. I'm going to try to take the whole plug as much as I can. Maybe what I'll do, I don't need a tag that says spinach because I know what that is. I know what it looks like. I'll know what it is a week from now. It's fine. This one is all set, and I actually did run out of room, so I didn't actually have enough room to do all the spinach. So I've got a couple of orphan spinach here that I'll figure out what to do with. This tray is ready to put off to the side. Okay. So this is the aspa-brock. It's a sprouting broccoli. This is the Copenhagen cabbage. This is the red cabbage, red mammoth cabbage. These are the cauliflowers. If you're like me, it can start to be difficult to tell the difference between broccolis and cauliflowers and even sometimes cabbage at this stage. I can tell the difference between the red cabbage and everything else, but these are golden beets. And these are fennel. Okay, that tray's ready to go.